No, they just read it. So like they'll get a sentence out of this limited vocabulary, and they have to read it, and then the computer reads
It
the
reads the brainwave.
yeah, it
for
reads
each
the
word.
signals it gets from the electrodes,
Wow.
Freaking
and it can
dolphins.
translate with a
Finally, we're gonna get to talk to dolphins.
error rate of only like 3%, as low as 3%.
I hate to say, I hate to be a wet blanket, but of course you can have a lower error rate when you have a predetermined. That's like multiple choice,
Yeah.
kind of. But you know, still, to be like, you could drill some holes in like a murderer and be like, so where's the body, and like find the map at some point.
Yeah, someday, man. But it does have some weird errors. So the people will read the sentence. Those musicians harmonize marvelously. And the machine spits out different answers for this one. The spinach was a famous singer. Those thieves stole 30 jewels. Or no, that one was misinterpreted as which theater shows Mother Goose. And
jeez.
the woman is holding a broom was translated as the little is giggling.
Wow,
Yeah.
little. Okay,
li-
whenever you hear "little" as a noun, it's definitely
A
inappropriate.
derogatory term.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say that one lane on TikTok that's got to be illegal. Well, I guess it can't be if it's consenting adults with each other, but there's this whole lane of people that are like adults that pretend to be children, or like the dude will pretend to be this like domineering father. It's really creepy.
Yes.
Oh yeah, little
Littles?
little girl daddy,
Yeah.
dumb daddy thing. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, if you're doing it consenting, I shouldn't judge.
Yeah,
it's fine.
whatever you're into.
With adults, though,
Kind of creepy.
yeah,
Sounds creepy.
the premise is definitely creepy.
While I was over
might-
here,
Yeah, I know.
Captain King
Different
Shamer.
strokes
Yeah.
for different folks, man.
Right.
You got to be accepting of all.
I shouldn't be
strokers.
talking with my consenticles.
Oh man. So yeah, so someday in the near future, you'll be able to get implants, and then you can just send emails by thinking about them.
Folks, wait. Disclaimer: put Google Chrome in incognito mode before Googling consenticles. 'Cause I know you're gonna. Don't do it at work. You're gonna hang out too, because it's nice. Gosh, I can't believe this. So, what other things do you guys think you can do with this? The future of this brain pulling words out tech.
I want to talk to my dogs and cats, man.
I don't know.
Or
if
rather, hear them talk back to you.
Than humans.
Yeah, I don't want to have to drill holes in their head first, though. If I can get away
I'm
around
sure they'll
it.
make like little
Big
hats.
cat
Yeah.
helmet. Like,
Oh.
have you
Yeah.
not seen the dog thing from Rick and Morty? No.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have,
totally.
absolutely.
Okay, well,
It is
Snowball.
so hard to get
Because
a
I'm pretty and white.
to get a cat to wear a hat, though. Have you guys tried this?
Have
No.
you seen our cats? Our
Cats
cats
do-
will wear anything.
Your cats will put a hat on, because I cannot keep something on the head of a cat for the life of me.
I don't know. Erica could probably tell us better, but they wear shirts. You know, they got no hairs and they
Yeah.
have very weird shaped heads.
I picture them wearing little board shorts, like little surfers.
Yeah, or maybe sombreros or like little rice hats, since they're Sphinx cats.
Yeah.
they're
So these
almost
are
Siamese.
Hairless cats in sombreros. That's like such a good fever dream.
Well, now that they can come out on the patio because we've put chicken wire on all the fencing and everything, that may just happen. You know, 'cause we
Oh.
got to get some coverage on these guys.
Have you guys had any weird Roni dreams? Like any weird dreams happen with the Roni? With, like,
Quarantine
snuck in?
dreams.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I don't really like remember my dreams anymore. But anytime I do, it's always like apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's always bad
like
ones.
it's always zombies, or like Mad Max or some
you're
crazy
moving
shit.
through something pretty fast.
I'm always
Yeah,
moving between
it's always
two
terrifying.
apartments and half living in both the apartments and like have junk in both and don't know what I left in each one and how long we have to stay at the new one before I might have to store some stuff with this other one. And then also there's like a baby rat I'm carrying around and I keep thinking I like accidentally broke one of its toes, but it's acting all calm, but it's worried and it's snuggling. And I finally get it home and like the cage is open and the other rats are all running around anyway. So I'm like, you're just going to get lost again anyway. But they're all so cute and innocent. And yeah.
That's extremely specific.
Well, Well, we definitely need to get our little alien kitties more clothes, Eric is saying here. So if anyone has suggestions on cat clothes or anything like that,
Dude, Adidas tracksuits.
just say, they would look dope in those tracksuits. I'm just saying.
Baby blue.
But Lycra, Erica has found out that Lycra, which we've cut up some of my old shirts and made shirts for these cats,
They actually like
because they
it?
get sunburned.
Ah.
It's actually the way it stretches makes it really hard to like, whatever you call it when you fold it over. I don't know. I'm sure Erica's going to tell me
It doesn't crease.
the seam, like it's because
Oh,
when
the
you're
fold
moving
over,
it
yeah.
through the little or whatever it's called, the needle thing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
Michelle.
sound like I know about
Well,
sewing.
and you have to do it all inside out and then fold it
Yeah.
right side out so the seams are all inside.
But
which
it's
is
kind of
tricky.
stretchy, so the tracksuits might be a challenge.
That's an advanced fabric.
Truly.
If you have one takeaway from this episode that you can carry with you as a knowledge of nugget,
Lycra.
nugget.
A lycra knowledge. of
Lycra
nugget.
is an advanced fabric. That's the trick. Keep that with you. Put that in your shirt pocket near your heart.
Yeah.
She knows. It's sewing.
All right, then I found some other cool brain stuff. It's first direct evidence that our brains replay new memories while we sleep. So they did some more like, I don't know if they did intracranial electrodes or if they just put like the electrode hat on someone's while they're sleeping.
Well, both are a thing, but the electrodes just can get a lot more detail.
Yeah, totally. But they
Less
did this
impedance.
experiment with rats a while back where they like, jabbed the electrode right in the rat's brain
Right in there.
like a straw,
Sounds
through a
humane.
Pacific Sun or Capri Sun.
Pacific Cooler.
Pacific Cooler, that's it, yeah. So, and what they did with the rats is they would have a rat like run a maze just like all day, just run the same maze all day. And then it would light up certain neurons in its brain. And then when it was sleeping, they would watch the neurons as it was sleeping and it would do the same thing. It would be the same neurons in the same order over and over. So it was just like replaying how it solved this maze. They did a similar thing with humans, and I think they used like Simon Says.
Well, that's just brilliant over here, was.
Yeah, Buck, have you seen this? This is the rats driving cars.
I have not. You should probably go full screen on that real quick.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. Oh, I need to make sure it's full screen for the viewers. Check this
yeah,
out.
yeah,
exactly.
that's
This
right.
is
Try
a
to bring it
this is
down
a
little.
throwback to earlier this season, but it's just because we're talking about rats, I just
Yeah.
pulled this up as a placeholder to look at. But they gave these rats tiny cars, and screwed the lid on this jar so the rat has to drive the car around to get to food and stuff, and they started developing traffic patterns, and they started bonding with their individual cars and hanging out with their car when they weren't stuck in it.
Wild.
Yeah,
That's weird. Did they like one of the rats start directing traffic?
They're,
The
like
cop rat.
less road rage than we have too. They'd cooperate and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Just kick
I would like
back,
to see
yeah.
like a demolition derby with rat cars.
I saw a demolition derby, not to be a one-upper, but of school buses.
That's pretty dope.
Oh
That
no,
would be
it was
pretty-
school bus figure eight. School bus figure eight. School bus figure eight.
So it wasn't-
Michigan.
It wasn't school buses
So
like
they were
crashing into
racing
each
in a
other?
figure eight, and
When
they
you
would
race in a figure eight without a bridge, there's
Oh.
absolutely crashing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Figure eight racing is usually a type of crash racing, unless
Gotcha.
because they don't make tracks that are figure eight with a bridge much anymore.
Yeah.
It's usually
jump.
no, a jump. That would be so sick. There was some air. There wasn't supposed to be, but it was like buses jumping over chunks of other buses,
Nice.
and they would tear in half, or a whole wall would break off. It was
Wow.
so sick. RVs do that. RVs, like a solid wall will tear off the side. It's crazy, like a
Yeah.
cardboard box.
See that after the hurricanes.
Michigan, you guys, that's one thing Michigan's still contributing to
Tornadoes.
the United States.
Ugh.
School bus figure eight. No, you go to some of these states like Michigan, Indiana that have like road heritage and like leftover vehicles but no money for real entertainment. Then you get some sweet, juicy school bus figure eight.
Nice.
So good.
Nice.
And then what you do sometimes, and there's one of these, where you have two school buses chained in a row like a nunchuck. So one tows the other, and the towed school bus swings around.
Oh man.
Wow.
So sick.
All
That'd be
right,
pretty
I
rad.
found my entertainment.
You
for
guys,
this evening.
motorsports in the pandy.
Wow, man.
Because you're in a metal box, you can sneeze all over. Motorsports, you guys.
It's true.
Thanks for putting up with this full screen of text I was broadcasting right here.
Right. So yeah, that's I don't know.
Catching my breath.
Maybe we'll be able to
That's
do
it.
some like Matrix shit where you can just like implant your brain with some fake memories of you like learning how to do shit, and then you'll know how to do it like after a week, you know.
That's on the table. Okay, follow up to Arizona that we talk about almost every episode. Arizona has a new problem. They're covered in snakes now.
The whole state.
Yeah, the whole snake is just like the whole state has just got a thin layer of snakes over the whole thing right now.
Well,
Yeah.
you're talking about the human snakes too, right? Because there's a
Oh,
lot of those out there too.
yeah.
I know. I grew up there.
I know.
Shh, don't tell anyone. It'll be our secret.
That cost of living, though. There's a lot of positive things I could say about Arizona, but it would take away from the general theme of mocking Arizona that we've had running
Yeah.
for so long.
Can't give that up, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't. Please don't.
That came up last episode you were here, right? Oh, yeah. I know we didn't hold back any Arizona for you. But now there's just like a thin veneer of snakes covering the whole surface of Arizona now. You can't like walk anywhere without getting tangled up in some snakes.
When I lived way out in the desert, up in the golf course areas, I had like an RC car. I was like
Yeah.
17, 18. Fucking rattlesnakes sitting right out in the middle of the golf course walkway by my house. So I
Just
was
jumping them like Evil
like,
Knievel.
oh, dude. And he was just like, psh, 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 like just all kinds of venom just sprayed all over this RC car afterwards.
Yes.
I felt
Damn.
bad afterwards. But, you know, I didn't kill the thing. So, you know, I
There
just
you go.
kept it on its toes.
Another quick
right.
one. That we use this as a promo graphic or part of it. I didn't fair use, you guys. Fair use. I declare fair use. A photo of the clearest moon ever, and it was actually done by compositing. This person has this big telescope in his backyard, like one of those that you could hug,
Yeah.
about the size of the Hulk's fist. Everything is the size of a fist for me this episode. That's my system of measurement.
A Hulk's fist.
But
okay.
imagine like hugging, like a good size for a hug, but it's a telescope. So he has this good huggable telescope, big chubby fella, big chode of a telescope, and he's been taking photos of the moon, and throughout a year, different phases, different positions in the sky, and he mapped all the images over a 3-dimensional plane, and then manipulated them over a sphere, and cut out just the parts that were exposed to get full detail of all of the craters visible from the Earth.
Wild.
So sick. It made a great high contrast image to work into the promo graphic, if I do say myself. Also, fun thing with the promo graphics, I tease this as an Easter egg. I probably said it before in an episode. But when we had BG on last, he had a cigar. And all the places that his cigar burnt that promo graphic, there's still burn marks in the promo graphic to this day. If you look for them, if you remember where to look. And
Wow.
like there's things that have kept on the promo graphic repeatedly, such as the first image of a black hole is superimposed as a layer over most of the promo graphics since that episode.
Mhm.
And also off to the left is the first visualization of light as a particle and a wave at the same time. But it makes this cool rainbow bumpy squiggle thing that makes a cool graphic that's also public use.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Hidden.
Yeah, Easter
Love
egg
it.
moment. For sticking through past the breakup, that's what you get. You get some bonus for reconnecting with us. Shout out to Limited Edition Koba over in Australia, another Australian homie mentioning that at least our internet sounds better than his internet. So thank you for sticking around. If we got him still on the line, then we're trucking along okay.
Trucking along.
Most of the shows in the station are audio too. We're one of the only video broadcasters. And then of course you can rent it to do podcasts with video, which is usually done pre-recorded and then uploaded. That's how most podcasts are done. So don't let it deter you. It's one of those Las Vegas things. But the audio broadcast doesn't usually, it's buffered a lot longer. So you don't usually, they probably didn't experience an interruption at all. And you can, the best thing about broadcasting with RadioVegas.rocks, hell yeah, I'm hyping it, is that you can play licensed music. We can't because we're a video show. Greasy
Sure.
can't. But most of the shows in RadioVegas.rocks play all kinds of licensed music of all kinds of genres. Of course, there's a rock culture, but there's everything from obscure new indie cool up-and-coming hip-hop, all kinds of stuff, all licensed with BMI, ASCAP, and CSAC. We pay the fees, so you can just pay a tiny smidgen and have your own radio show and actually broadcast it legally.
Whatever
it's pretty
happened
special.
to Columbia House, man? BMI was their big competitor, right?
No, that was a different different BMI.
That was BMG.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. BMI.
Selling all the music.
Not gonna say bad
Licensing.
things about them.
No, that's what happens.
No,
It's
the
great.
the whole role of music licensing is pretty crucial. It's a little fierce because they keep half, but it's one of those things that artists can't be expected to do the kind of shakedown that the artist rights organizations do.
Exactly.
Boy, is that a bag of Arizona snakes to get into that. But we're at our last 5 minutes, so we really have to focus on a chug. But, oh shoot, as I'm saying that, I have to mention, you guys heard about the the Pee Your Pants challenge on
not.
Instagram? So there's always a new challenge. You dump ice, you write checks to scoliosis or whatever disease or whatnot. Not to be
Sure.
insensitive, but there's always these chalices. This is called the
challenges.
Pee Your Pants challenge, where you pee your pants on Instagram and you show everybody and you grin and you thumbs up and then you win.
That reminds me of Billy Madison. You ain't cool unless you pee your pants. Come on, we all remember this,
so
right?
good.
Are we old enough?
That's so good.
You know, the kid
Yeah.
pees his pants and he put some water on there to make it look cool.
Well, we just all splash water there, so you don't know who Peter didn't.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thing.
I couldn't imagine doing. It just seems like it would be really, really uncomfortable to pee your pants as an adult.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time turning it on. It took me a long time to
Yeah.
learn how to pee in the car. It was like it wouldn't go for a while.
If peeing your pants is cool,
I mean,
consider me Miles Davis.
Damn.
Yeah, well, you know, some people have no problem doing it in public. Have you seen? Well, the casinos are closed now, but there's a lot of folks that just don't even bother.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
had to like pee in something in the car? Was it effortless for you, or did you need
It
like some
depends.
training?
Just
I
kidding.
haven't
'Cause
done
you
that
have
in
to-
so long. Yeah.
Because you want to get like a seal with the bottle, but not such a tight seal that you don't have like the air pressure that builds up start spraying mist out of like.
Again, I
the
have
edge?
2 holes. We
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
dude,
this.
you got a vent. Sick, modified.
Got these Gatorade, man.
Yeah, because you got the better mouth. But sometimes any port in a storm. Okay, I'm sorry. What are your news chug, Gregs?
All right.
What
How
are your
about
news chug?
break,
All of you, Gregs.
breakdown? This is one of yours. Was the constipated lizard?
No. This is Ange Kerfoot.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Hell yeah. No,
Nice,
we,
Ange.
we could not do this show without some of our crack correspondents, and one of the main ones is Ange Kerfoot,
Oh,
who
yeah.
collects a lot of these every episode. Why am I typing in her name? Okay, so the lizard. We always get Greg and Ange kill it on the wildlife news. So you have to just see the picture because it's just adorable.
Yeah, it's great. And the headline is great. Constipated lizard tips scales with record-breaking poop.
Wow.
How does this happen?
That is something special.
Yeah, man.
Did you read how this happens? Because I saved the reaction to this later. I didn't read it.
I don't remember. I didn't read how it happened.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Does
out of
it have
control
like
with
the
my clipping
largest
right now.
poop to body weight ratio? That's why it claims like the record-breaking poop.
Is that Arizona?
The human record for this is held by Elvis Presley.
I thought it was John Wayne.
Well, Elvis Presley had an impacted bowel, and his doctor neglected removing about a month worth of poop that built up inside of him. So a lot of that fat Elvis was just dead, decaying matter in his colon. It
Damn.
wasn't even fat, but just turds he couldn't get rid of.
Yeah.
It's
too
really
bad
sad.
they flushed that last one when they found him on the bowl, man. Could have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'd have saved it.
A ding dong day.
Yeah. What would you pay for like just one fingernail that was Elvis's? A nice clean one. A thumb even. Thumbnail.
A whole finger.
No, not the whole nail removed. I mean a clipping. No one wants the whole nail. This is too much
If I
attention.
was,
Speak
if,
for
if I
yourself,
was a
bud.
scientist and I could like clone things, I would pay a lot of money for that sort of thing. But
I
then
don't know.
again,
If you're gonna raise a clone, like say you clone someone, but you have to raise them as a baby, Elvis seems like the worst thing to try to. Oh, except Evil Knievel, this child that like steals a motorcycle and always gets injured.
yeah, but a lot of that's nurture. There's a difference between nurture and nature, brother.
I absolutely think that there's a ratio of the two, and the ratio is different between different people. Every once in a while, there's a kid that comes out with the perfect nurture and just the asshole genes. Anyway, let's not clone Elvis right away.
Let's not say we did.
So apparently this lizard, I don't know, I can't see how much it weighs, but it looks kind of like a tiny little lizard. And it had 22 whole grams of poop.
This person's got this lizard pinched in his finger like a joint, too.
Right? A fatty.
Wow.
You guys trying to smoke a fatty?
That's so
Did they
cute.
get him some, what do you call it, lizard X-Lax? What happened
They just
there?
stomped on him and watched the poop go everywhere. No. They gave him some, like a syringe of powdered Tums ground up into saline water. I made that up. It sounds really real, though.
Yeah, totally. Oh, wait, that's what they did.
It says right here.
So,
X-Lax.
my ex-wife's brother is in a book about animal science, about extremely rare and unique. What's animal doctors called? Veterinarian. Yeah, veterinarian stories. His snake ate like 5 fake mice, and the X-ray shows all these fake mice all crammed up in the snake. Yeah. Because the cat kept knocking him under the couch.
They probably
Fucking-
didn't digest well, did
Fucking cats, man.
I thought that was more interesting until I said it, but I'm sticking by it.
they? Do it, man.
Yeah, I
do it.
think
Well,
that's...
Deacon, we might have room for one more taste, but otherwise... Oh, no, we got to sign off, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
got 5 minutes.
no. Yeah, because we got to leave a little padding for the next show. The next show is the Grungy Faucet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
love that name.
stick around. I love these dudes. Grungy Faucet with Kevin. I love you, Kevin. Also, check out the Kevin and Brendan show. Check out the schedule page on RadioVegas.rocks because there's so many cool shows to check out from all over the place, and we work hard to make it a happy time for you. Thanks for sticking around. Watch it several more times. Show your friends. We can't do it without the community aspect of telling your other people you know. And it certainly is. But bye.
Thanks for
All right.
joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the first ending. Now is the